What did I talk about Left 4 Dead this morning as a way of how we think about design for the Anacrusis, actually. So for Left 4 Dead, when I first started, it was a tiny team, and it was only PvP. So I mean, only versus, right? And it was hardcore, it was competitive, it came from its Counter-Strike roots. But it's really hard to balance, because how do you balance the hunter when you can have somebody who can just destroy the other team and then somebody else who can play it at all? Then both sides, right? The infected side, you're overpowered, and then when that flips, the survivors are overpowered. So we just removed it entirely out of the game. And then it's really crunchy development. It was hard, and we would bring people in to work on it from all over the studio, and they only knew it as this PvE game. And so towards the end of development, we're like, well, we're going to get PvP back in. They're like, we are crazy. No, we're not. This is just a co-op game. Why would we put the competitive in? We have this in Counter-Strike and all these other games, but it's not the same. It's not the same, right? What asymmetrical PvP in Anacrusis and Left 4 Dead bring is something way different. And what that is you know what those players want to do. You know that they want to get through the map, and you want to be evil to them. You want to grief them. You want to destroy their good time and bring them pain. Because as humans, we are built to enjoy that, I guess. I don't know. It says something probably about us or me. I don't know. But there you go. So to get that to happen I brought everybody who was kind of having this argument, senior people, into the room together, and they played 4v4 back to back, where they could yell at each other, taunt each other, scream. When you jump on a hunter, you're just laughing that you're killing, your friend Brian over there. This is the greatest experience. Like, we've got to ship this. Now, the reality is, in the wild, you rarely get 4v4. Now, in competitive, you do. But in the wild, you don't normally get 4v4. But we shipped it that way because this is the way we could ship it. And that was the experience that I knew would get them. Once they played that, they would remember how much fun it was, right? Because I also wanted to ship PvP. So we ship PvP. We get this. Now I get to watch and see the experience. And you're never getting 4v4 games almost, right? I mean, friends get together for it or competitive, right? So as we develop the Anacrusis versus, we look at that and go, okay, we need to develop for the other cases. So we have 1v1 mode. You can turn off so that none of these specials AI spawn and it's just you against your friend, right? Because that's a fun way to play it. 2v2 spawns quicker than 4v4 because there's only two of you playing. Like, we can do all of this stuff going on under the hood. And it's not because I'm a great designer who had this foresight of like, oh, they're going to play it differently. Because I could look at what I shipped before. I knew the perfect version of it, 4v4. But then I knew the reality that's not how people always play it. And so we designed Anacrusis Versus for that case. And we are now opening up all of these settings, and we'll keep opening up settings so that you can create this custom experience for you and your friends. Because that is how people are really going to play it. And so then we need to design for that. We need to have the tools for that. But that doesn't come out of the blue. That comes out of